Hi Booktube, welcome to my channel, welcome to my first video. Um, this is going to be sort of a video about why I started my channel because, I'm brand new and I'm going to be doing a mini book haul because I've actually picked up a lot of books between January, well this month, and the end of like last month in December. So I figured I'd just start off by like showing you guys what I've got and what I'm going to be reading as well. So, to start off, I just started this channel because it's something that I've been thinking about for quite a while actually. Um, I thought about it so much last year just because I read so much, I spend so much money on books, I'm always reading something, and I just thought it would be really nice to like have this place where I can like talk about, the things I'm reading, get more suggestions on things to read and stuff as well. So I feel like that's really what I want from this channel, and I'm excited to be starting. And it's gonna be a really interesting like journey for me to be putting myself like here on YouTube because it's something that kind of makes me nervous in a way too. But again, like I'm just really excited to start off and excited to like connect with other people who like to read just as much as I do. I guess I just want to like hop right in. I've got literally like a stack of books right here beside me, and those are the books that I'm going to talk about. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to try to just, give like a quick overview on what the books are, just to like give you guys an idea. And for sure like let me know in the comments or anything if you've read any of these books and if they're like books that you like or like what you thought of them. There are two of these books that I will say that I've read already just because I started picking these up since last month. And I won't spend too much time talking about them because for my next video I want to do like a review of the books that I've read. So yeah, I will just kind of keep it brief and I won't go too heavy into it because that will be like another video. So to start off really quick, the first book I have, so this one is one of the books that I've read. This is called The Goddess Pages. I picked this one up last month in December, and this was really awesome. I had got it off a trade from this app called Buns. I don't know if Buns is available like everywhere and to everybody, but it is available in my city, and it was like it was such a like cool way the way I found the book, and it turned out to really surprise me because I'm not a big fan of like sort of, I guess you can say, like self-help books or like that type of thing. And this is kind of one of those types of books, but it is really different than what I expected. It's about a lot of different goddesses from different cultures, and it basically talks about how you can connect with them in the different areas of your life, being like relationships, work, play, you name it. So that was this book. Total surpriser, and if it's something you're into, like I would totally recommend it. And again, like I'll go way more into this next week in another video where like I'll actually review it a little further. So, what else do I have? I have a bunch actually that I had got in a bundle. So I'll do those or put those like all together cuz they were really cool. So these I also got off of Buns, and you guys are going to probably hear me say a lot too that I've gotten books off of Buns, or like the books that I'm reading I got off Buns, because it's like the primary thing that I use to get books, especially nowadays, like books are expensive, and it kind of sucks because as much as I would love to buy every single thing that I want, it's just not always possible to drop $30 per book on like 10 books that you want to read. So a really great alternative is using like an app where you can trade. So if somebody, say, I had a sketchbook that somebody wanted and they had a book that I wanted, we can just trade, and there you go. Like no money spent, nothing lost, only gains, right? So it's really cool that way. And so I got these 4 books. So I've got The Bluest Eye, Purple Hibiscus, I can't even see that, The Temple of My Familiar, and I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I got these 4 in a bundle on Buns as well, and I'm really excited to read all of these actually. Toni Morrison is awesome, like super super awesome. Maya Angelou, super super awesome. Like really and truly all of these authors are like really really awesome women of color authors, and I think it's like, I guess, a really fitting time moving into like February. It's Black History Month. They're all Black women authors. So I'm like super surprised. I've never even read any of these before, and it makes it like even more exciting because these are all, as far as I know, like some pretty classic books and like, you know, some really good reads. So I will definitely be adding these to my list next month. And at some point, of course, I will do my best to like do a review and hopefully get to talk about them a lot more and my experience getting to read them. So though that is those books. So then on another note, I had this book, which is also one of the books that I just finished reading like 2 days ago, really recently. It's called In My Own Moccasins by Helen Knott. So she is an Indigenous Canadian author, and this book was like a memoir. It was really, really intense, and really, really... Okay, so I had a little technical difficulty there with my camera, but we were good to go. Like I said, I was talking about this book. It dealt with a lot of really intense topics and a lot of kind of what is the reality for First Nations communities here in Canada. And I mean, I'm from Canada, so I mean, I'll say that like we are not we're totally not doing a great job. There's definitely kind of like a trigger warning here of certain things, and I'll talk about that next video for sure, because this book I totally want to talk about a lot more, but I'm not going to do it so much in this one. And just to move on to what I have next, I have a lot of books. So the next like 3 that I have, these are all like stories. This one is called Tamarind Mem, and it is about like a mother and daughter during Canada's like early railway times and all that stuff. It's a whole sort of like story about their you know, coming to Canada and the different things that they go through, losses, dreams, realities, just all that good stuff. So I think it's going to be a good story to read. I'm super excited. This one, Dollhouse, I'm going to read the back for you guys because it sounds really good. I love horror and like crime novels, so anything that kind of combines the two, I totally love it. So this one says, Corinne's life might look perfect on the outside, but after 3 failed IVF attempts, it's her last chance to have a baby. And when she finds a tiny part of a dollhouse outside of her flat, it feels as if it's a sign. But as more pieces begin to turn up, she realizes that they are far too familiar. Someone knows about the miniature rocking horse and the little red doll and the dress. Somebody has been inside her house. How long have they been watching, and what are they waiting for? This sounds so good. I cannot wait. Like seriously, I can't wait. Then I've got, so this is called He Will Be My Ruins, another story. It's basically about a girl who had it all. A man was supposed to be her salvation until he became her ruin, just to make long and the short. So I think this is going to be another like really interesting kind of like suspense on the edge type of novel, and I totally love those. So can't wait, like literally again, like I can't wait to read pretty much anything, to be honest. Like everything sounds good, looks good. And then the last 2 I have are a little more on the note, I guess you could say. So this one is called Brown, and it is literally what being brown means in the world today to everyone. So I thought this would be really interesting and a good read because, I mean, you know, hello. So I'm interested to see what type of like research and facts and stuff are in here, and this was written by a professor from my city as well, so it's gonna be kind of relevant to, I would assume, like, you know, where I'm from. So also why this was really interesting to me, and I'm definitely putting this on the forefront for like, you know, my next couple of reads, because I've had this since December, and yeah, I haven't even picked it up yet, so I will surely do so. Oh, I forgot this one. Okay, 2 more, and they are stories. So this one is called Secrets We Kept, Three Women of Trinidad. I'm Trinidadian and Guyanese, I'm half and half, so that sold me on this one. I'm really interested in it because it's just about a lot of the things that women go through, and from the perspective of being, I believe, in Trinidad and then like migrating and all that stuff. So these are things that I can relate to, like family wise and all that stuff. And yeah, excited to read, of course. And then the last book is called Capital City. This is another like, sounds like a 90s movie, like literally. It's like, life is supposed to be easy and carefree when you're young, but not if you live in Washington, D.C. It's not always the case. However, when money comes too easily, there's usually a price attached, the ultimate price. So I mean, come on, like we can guess what type of like story this is, and it sounds super like, you know, page turner. So that is all I have for today. I hope you guys found this video like fun. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you are looking forward to seeing reviews on a couple of these next week. Let me know again in the comments if you've read any of these books, if they're any of your favorites, if you haven't read them, if you're gonna read them, all of that. Like the video if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos that will be coming up soon. I'm gonna do new videos every Thursday, and yeah, that's it until next week. Bye.